Like many countries around the world, coronavirus cases have resurged here in Australia. That light that was visible at the end of the tunnel is closing in once again. Restrictions that were lifted have gone back into place as new hotspots emerge across my state, New South Wales. Running is my natural instinct. When I'm uncomfortable, I flee and start again. But with my future in the hands of immigration and these 6 months of specified work on a tight deadline, fleeing could put my future in danger. All I've wanted since this all began back in March is for the Queensland border to reopen and restrictions to lift, so I could head above the Tropic of Capricorn and work in hospitality to complete my visa days. Finally, the state borders reopened 2 weeks ago, but here in New South Wales, I remain. You see, as this second wave has emerged, all it takes is another surge in cases to shut down hospitality again, and I'm stranded in North Queensland with no way to fulfill my visa requirements. The financial reality of picking blueberries is grim, but I'm in a sort of immigration chokehold. The options to be weighed are financial security or immigration security. With all of this in mind, I would like to explain a moment to you. For sometimes, it's one powerful moment that reminds us of our humanism, the strength of emotion and what we feel. If you've ever experienced something traumatic, you may suffer from PTSD. I do. One symptom that is very rare, but happened to me for the first time in a long time last week, was that one moment I was fine, and then the next moment I wasn't fine. Tears came down my cheeks, and I knew an attack was coming. I immediately stopped picking blueberries and quietly walked to the edge of the farm, away from people, to sit and be alone. In the past, an episode like that is quickly over within 10 minutes, and life returns to normal. But not this one. It was as if a barrier of feelings not associated with the trauma had been smashed, and everything I had been ignoring was now flooding in. I remember sitting there, feeling the cool winter breeze, seeing trees that resembled ones in North America, and hearing the wind blow through their leaves. It reminded me of home and the great distance that still lingers and will for the foreseeable future between me and the most important people in my life. The uncertainty of seeing their faces again and feeling their embrace finally hit me. Coronavirus has posed me with a decision: family or future? I've chosen future as I remain on the other side of the world fighting to stay here in the hands of immigration. Everywhere I look in the hostel, people travel together. I see groups of friends, couples, relatives, someone to pick them up when they fall, someone from home that understands where they've come from and what they've been through. In that moment, at the edge of the blueberry field, I felt very alone, as if I were drowning, and the only one with a life raft was myself. But that's also the reality of traveling the world alone, isn't it? Most days it's freeing. Some days, it feels like that responsibility is a marble statue on my back. Are we meant to have moments of refuge in these months of solidarity on the road? A return to familiar places and people to give our brain a rest? To feel safe, secure, truly loved for a few weeks before we take flight again and endure the instability of our transient travel communities? If so, Then what's in store for me as that refuge has been removed from the table due to a pandemic? I've met the people in my life here for a reason. If this pandemic has taught me anything, it's that tough times reveal our true intentions. The past few months have certainly been a test of my dedication to Australia. Wherever there is a will, there's a way, and I'm not giving up anytime soon. And just know that it's okay to feel alone.